Act like a king, even if you're broke. Think about that. Not someday. Not when you have it all figured out. Not when your bank account looks impressive. Right now, today, this moment, because how you carry yourself is not about money. It's not about possessions. It's about mindset. It's about discipline. It's about vision. You see, the world measures success in dollars. It measures status in things. It measures power and influence. But the real secret, the hidden truth, is different. True kingship, true leadership, true respect begins here, in the way you think, in the way you act, in the way you honor yourself, even when life hasn't honored you back. When you act like a king while broke, something remarkable happens. You no longer wait for opportunity. You create it. You no longer look for permission. You command your life. You no longer envy the rich, the powerful, the successful. You emulate them. You study them. You adopt their habits. You adopt their mindset. Because the real wealth, I've seen it countless times. Young men and women, struggling, limited, overlooked, yet they carried themselves like royalty. Confident, focused, disciplined, and life responded. Doors opened, opportunities appeared, people noticed, success followed. Why? Because a king's mind cannot be ignored. Here's the truth. Money will come and go. Status will rise and fall. Possessions can be lost. But your character, your confidence, your vision, that is eternal. And when you act like a king, even in poverty, you are building an unshakable foundation. You are sending a message to yourself and to the world. I may not have it now, but I am someone who deserves it. Acting like a king is not arrogance. It's not pride. It's not pretending. It's discipline. It's self-respect. It's the courage to live above your circumstances. It's waking up every morning and deciding, I will not let lack define me. I will not let hardship weaken me. I will not let failure stop me. Instead, I will learn. I will grow. I will prepare. I will act. Because kings don't wait. They move. They plan. They execute. And they do it regardless of how the world sees them. Even when nobody notices. Even when nobody believes. That's the power of mindset. That's the power of acting like a king. Even if you're broke. Think about your habits. Do you speak with confidence? Do you dress with pride? Do you treat people with respect, regardless of their station? Do you take responsibility, even when things go wrong? If not, start today. Small choices compound. Small actions define the king you are becoming. One decision at a time. One moment at a time. Start carrying yourself with dignity. Start speaking with purpose. Start working with discipline. Start thinking with clarity. Act as if your future depends on it. Because it does. Let me remind you, a king in poverty is richer than a beggar with a fortune. Because the king possesses something the beggar cannot buy. Control, discipline, self-respect, vision. And those are the keys to lasting wealth. So today, decide this. Act like a king, even if your wallet is empty. Even if your bank account reads zero. Even if the world doesn't recognize your worth yet. Because kings are not made by circumstances. They are made by choices. They are made by mindset. They are made by action. And the kingdom you are building, the life you are creating, begins with how you show up today. Remember this. Success is predictable. It's not luck. And it's not magic. It's hard work and discipline. Act like a king, even if you're broke. And the world will have no choice but to notice. Act like a king, even if you're broke. Think about that. It's not about money. It's not about status. It's about mindset. A king is not defined by gold. A king is defined by character, by discipline, by vision. And the first step to living like a king, even in poverty, is your mind. The mind is the kingdom's foundation. If your mind is weak, the richest man will feel poor. If your mind is strong, even the poorest person can feel wealthy. Confidence is cultivated, not bought. Self-respect is earned, not inherited. Vision is created, not discovered. I remember a young man I once met. He had nothing, no money, no influence, no recognition. Yet he walked with dignity. He spoke with purpose. He treated people with respect. He didn't have a fortune, but he had something greater. He had a king's mindset. Within a few years, his life changed. Opportunities came, success followed, but it wasn't magic. It was mindset. It was confidence. It was vision. Confidence is not about appearances. It's not about having fancy clothes or a big bank account. Confidence is about knowing who you are. Ask yourself, do I keep my word? Do I take responsibility for my actions? Do I act with integrity, even when no one is watching? These are the marks of a king, and they cost nothing. Here's a practical step. Start small. Set one task every day and complete it. Follow through. No matter how small, each completed task builds confidence. Each act of discipline reinforces your inner royalty. Another step. Carry yourself with dignity. Stand tall. Speak clearly. Make eye contact. Your posture, your tone, your presence. They communicate power before you even speak. Even with empty pockets, even with struggle, your confidence can signal your value to the world. A king never limits himself to today. He sees beyond the present. He dreams beyond the immediate. Vision is about setting goals. It's about knowing where you want to go, even when the road is unclear. I remember my early days. I had little money. I had few resources. I had no certainty, but I had a vision. I knew where I wanted to go. I mapped small steps. I acted daily, and eventually, the vision became reality. Practical steps to develop vision. 1. Write down your goals. Clarity turns dreams into actionable steps. 2. Break them into daily actions. Even one small step moves you closer. 3. Visualize success daily. See yourself achieving. Feel it. Believe it. A king's mindset sees opportunity and challenge. It sees growth and struggle. It creates results, even when resources are scarce. Acting like a king is not pretending. It's not arrogance. It's not self-deception. It's discipline. It's preparation. It's showing the world that your circumstances do not define you. Start with small habits. Wake up early. Take care of your body and mind. Speak with positivity and purpose. Treat others with respect. Even with little money, even with little support. These actions communicate strength. And strength attracts opportunity. Strength attracts allies. Strength attracts success. Decide to act like a king. Even if your bank account is empty, even if your circumstances feel overwhelming, build your confidence. Clarify your vision. Take small, disciplined steps daily. Remember this, a king in poverty is still a king, because the true kingdom lies within the mind, within discipline, within vision. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Start today. Act with dignity. Act with confidence. Act with vision. And slowly, steadily, your life will reflect the king within you. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. And it's true. Your habits define you. Your daily actions build your character. Your routines either lift you or limit you. If you want to act like a king, even when broke, you must first act like a king in the small things, in the daily routines, in the choices you make when no one is watching. A king doesn't wait for inspiration. A king doesn't act only when the world applauds. A king shows up consistently, every day. These are the habits that make kings. Waking up early with purpose, taking responsibility for every action, planning the day with clarity, speaking with confidence and respect, treating others with dignity, even if you are broke, even if circumstances are difficult. These habits separate ordinary people from kings. I remember a young man I knew. He had no money, no network, and little support. Yet he committed to small daily actions. Every morning, he read and learned. Every day, he kept his promises. Every evening, he reflected on progress. Years later, he achieved financial independence. Not because he was lucky, not because he had connections, because he acted like a king every day. It's easy to underestimate the power of small habits. Brushing your teeth, making your bed, reading 15 minutes a day. But these small actions shape character. They strengthen discipline. They build momentum. Momentum is the silent engine of success. Once it begins, it carries you forward. And it starts with acting like a king in the little things. Here's a practical step. 1. Identify one habit that represents your kingly values. Maybe it's showing respect to everyone you meet. Maybe it's exercising daily. Maybe it's reading or learning daily. 2. Commit to it daily. Don't wait for motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline and habit last. 3. Track progress. Write it down. Celebrate small wins. Reinforce the habit with action. Over time, these small choices compound into greatness. You might be broke financially, but you are never broke in potential. How you behave, how you speak, how you treat people, these are the currencies of kingship. Even when money is scarce, you can show respect, integrity, and honor. Even when resources are limited, you can act decisively and take responsibility. I once met a young entrepreneur. He had little money and faced repeated failures. Yet he carried himself with dignity. He treated clients with respect. He showed up on time. He communicated clearly, and he took responsibility for every mistake. That habit of acting like a king in daily life made him unstoppable. It built his reputation. It built trust. It built opportunity. Practical steps to build kingly habits. 1. Start with your morning routine. Wake up early. Set intentions for the day. Visualize success. 2. Take responsibility for your actions. Own mistakes without excuses. Learn and adjust. Keep moving forward. 3. Treat everyone with respect. Courteous words cost nothing. Kindness builds loyalty. Respect attracts respect. 4. Invest in yourself daily. Read, learn, practice, strengthen your mind and skills. Knowledge is a king's crown. 5. Reflect and plan each night. Review what worked. Review what didn't. Prepare for a better tomorrow. Habits create identity. Identity creates destiny. When you consistently act like a king, even if you are broke, your confidence grows. Your vision sharpens. Your opportunities multiply. A king does not rely on wealth. He relies on discipline. He relies on focus. He relies on action. Every habit you practice today, every small step you take, is a brick in the kingdom you are building. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Pick one kingly habit. Do it daily. No excuses. No waiting for motivation. Treat it as non-negotiable. Protect it. Nurture it. Celebrate it. Small actions, repeated consistently, lead to extraordinary results. Even if you are broke, your habits build your empire. Remember, acting like a king is not about your bank account. It's about your daily choices, your daily discipline, your daily actions. Start today. Act like a king in small ways. And slowly, steadily, you will live like a king in every way. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Respect. It is not given freely. It is earned. It is commanded. And it begins with how you show up every day. Even if your pockets are empty. Even if your circumstances seem lowly. Even if nobody notices. You can command respect. The way you carry yourself speaks before you even open your mouth. Stand tall. Walk with purpose. Hold your head high. Presence is a silent declaration. I am someone of value. I am someone worth listening to. I am someone who commands attention not because of wealth, but because of dignity. I remember a young man I once met. He wore worn-out shoes and a simple shirt. He had no money, no title, no prestige. Yet when he entered a room, people noticed. Not because of what he had, because of how he moved, because of how he held himself. Presence communicates authority. Presence communicates self-respect. Presence communicates a kingly mindset. What you say matters. How you say it matters even more. A king does not speak out of fear. A king does not speak to please everyone. A king speaks with clarity, confidence, and purpose. Even if you are broke, even if people doubt you, your words can inspire, influence, and create opportunity. Practical steps to commanding respect through speech. 1. Think before you speak. Speak with intention. Avoid gossip, whining, or complaining. 2. Use confident language. Say I will instead of I hope. Say I can instead of I might. 3. Listen more than you talk. Respect others' voices. Respond thoughtfully. Command attention through wisdom, not volume. Your words are a reflection of your inner king. Speak deliberately. Speak wisely. Speak with integrity. Presence and speech create attention. Action creates respect. A king is not judged by plans alone. A king is judged by results, by effort, by follow-through. Even if your resources are limited, even if your support is minimal, your actions can demonstrate competence, reliability, and character. I remember a young entrepreneur with no money and little experience. He showed up early to meetings. He worked harder than anyone else. He solved problems before anyone asked. And slowly, consistently, he gained trust and influence. That is the essence of commanding respect while broke. Act with integrity. Act with excellence. Act with discipline. Practical steps to command respect daily. 1. Own your space. Walk confidently. Sit with poise. Make eye contact. 2. Communicate clearly. Speak less. Say more. Avoid filler words. Be concise and impactful. 3. Deliver on promises. Keep your word. Always. Small commitments build trust. Trust is the foundation of respect. 4. Act decisively. Take initiative, even when it's uncomfortable. Solve problems proactively. Demonstrate capability through action. 5. Model excellence in small tasks. Show attention to detail. Treat every interaction as important. Excellence becomes noticed, even without wealth. Respect is currency that money cannot buy. Respect opens doors. Respect builds influence. Respect attracts opportunity. A king in poverty may not have riches, but he has respect. And respect creates leverage. It creates authority. It creates possibilities. Think about it. Some of the most influential people in history started with nothing. No money, no status, but they commanded respect through presence, speech, and action. And their kingdom grew steadily, inevitably. Decide to command respect today, even with nothing but your dignity. Even when circumstances are against you, walk with purpose, speak with confidence, act with excellence. Small daily actions compound. Consistent habits build influence. Respect grows silently, steadily, like a forest of oak trees. Remember, acting like a king is not about wealth. It's about presence, speech, and action. Start today. Move like a king. Speak like a king. Act like a king. And slowly, your life will reflect the kingdom within you. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practiced every day. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. Imagine this. You have nothing. No money, no title, no recognition. Yet, you live like a king. You wake up with purpose. You speak with confidence. You act with integrity. You carry yourself with dignity, even when the world doesn't notice, even when life hasn't rewarded you yet. And here's the secret. The rewards begin before your kingdom is built. Living like a king before you become one strengthens you. You develop discipline. You develop focus. You develop resilience. When you face setbacks, you don't crumble. You adapt. You learn. You grow stronger. I once met a young man who had nothing. No money, no job, no network, yet he walked like he owned his life. People were surprised by his composure. They were drawn to his confidence. They were inspired by his focus. Because living like a king cultivates inner strength. It prepares you for the challenges of life. And strength always attracts opportunity. When you act like a king, others notice. Not because you demand attention, not because you have wealth, but because of how you show up. Your words carry weight. Your actions inspire. Your presence commands respect. Even before wealth comes, influence follows. People trust those who act with dignity. People follow those who act with purpose. This is the silent power of living like a king. It builds your reputation. It opens doors. It creates opportunities you never imagined. Living like a king attracts possibilities. A king's mindset sees opportunity where others see obstacles. A king's behavior earns trust that money cannot buy. A king's preparation positions him for success before it arrives. I remember a young entrepreneur, struggling financially, yet acting with kingly discipline. He arrived early. He stayed late. He treated everyone with respect. He learned continuously. Within months, opportunities appeared. Partnerships, contracts, invitations, recognition. Not because he suddenly had money, but because he already lived like a king. Practical steps to live like a king before you become one. 1. Dress the part. You don't need designer clothes. Wear what is clean, neat, and intentional. Presentation influences perception. 2. Speak with authority. Think before speaking. Choose words that inspire confidence and respect. Avoid gossip and negativity. 3. Act with integrity. Keep promises. Follow through, even on small tasks. Be reliable in every situation. 4. Invest in yourself daily. Read, study, learn, strengthen skills, knowledge, and mindset. A king's mind is his most valuable asset. 5. Serve others. Respect and help those around you. Leadership is demonstrated in service. Influence grows when others see your character. Living like a king before becoming one shifts your mindset. You stop feeling like a victim. You stop comparing yourself to others. You stop waiting for permission. Instead, you feel empowered. You feel capable. You feel worthy. This confidence fuels action. Action produces results. And results build momentum. Why the rewards come first. The world may not recognize your worth yet. You may still be broke. You may still face challenges. But living like a king rewards you internally. Strength to overcome obstacles. Respect and influence in your circles. Confidence to take bold action. Clarity of vision for your future. The external rewards wealth, status, recognition follow naturally. Your challenge today. Decide to live like a king today. Even if you have nothing, even if no one notices, even if the world hasn't given you your crown, act with confidence. Act with discipline. Act with purpose. Build the habits. Strengthen your character. Refine your vision. And slowly, steadily, the kingdom will appear, not because the world made it happen, but because you became a king before you had a kingdom. Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. Your fortune begins within. Your kingdom begins in your mind. Your crown is worn in your actions. Start today. Live like a king, even if you're broke. And the rewards, they will follow. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. You've built your mindset. You've developed kingly habits. You've commanded respect. You've reaped the rewards of living like a king before you became one. Now, it's time for the final step. Your crown awaits. A king without discipline is merely a man with ambition. Discipline is the invisible crown that no one can take away. Even if you have wealth, even if you have influence, without discipline, success slips through your fingers. Discipline shows up in small actions. Waking up early, consistently, following through on promises, investing in learning and growth daily, controlling impulses, focusing on priorities. Every act of discipline strengthens your kingdom within. Every choice to act when it's difficult reinforces your crown. I knew a man who started with nothing. He worked hard, not just occasionally, but consistently. Day after day, rain or shine, opportunities appeared. Wealth followed. But more importantly, he became a king of his life. Discipline alone is not enough. Action is what brings the kingdom to life. A king dreams. A king plans. But a king also moves. A king executes. Action is the bridge between potential and achievement. Even if you feel small, even if resources are limited, even if fear whispers, wait, move anyway. Small steps compound. Consistent effort produces results. Momentum builds, and suddenly, the life you imagine begins to appear. Practical steps to take action like a king. 1. Set clear priorities. Focus on what moves you forward. Avoid distractions and time wasters. 2. Commit to your schedule. Treat your plans like royal decrees. Guard your time. 3. Take responsibility daily. Own successes and failures alike. Learn and adapt. 4. Persist despite obstacles. Challenges are inevitable. Action through adversity proves your kingship. Discipline shapes character. Action produces results. Together, they form an unstoppable force. When you consistently act like a king, even before wealth or status, you attract opportunities. You build influence. You create a life worthy of the crown. I've seen it countless times. People with nothing, but with discipline and action, rise to incredible heights. People without talent, but with consistent effort, achieve remarkable success. It's not luck. It's predictable. It's discipline and action. True kingship is not a one-time event. It is a daily practice. Wake up with purpose. Speak with confidence. Act with integrity. Serve others. Pursue excellence relentlessly. Even when the world does not recognize your worth, even when results are slow, your crown is earned in these moments. Your life becomes a testament to what is possible when you act like a king, even before you have the kingdom. Today, commit to discipline. Commit to action. Commit to the habits of a king. Ask yourself, am I showing up as my best self every day? Am I making choices that honor my future? Am I leading myself before I lead others? If the answer is yes, your crown is already forming. If the answer is no, start now. The kingdom awaits no one. Small steps today become monumental achievements tomorrow. Small actions, consistently applied, produce unstoppable results. The crown is more than wealth or status. It is confidence. It is self-respect. It is freedom. It is influence. It is the ability to shape your life on your terms. Even if you were broke yesterday, even if the world overlooked you, even if obstacles seem impossible, by practicing discipline, taking consistent action, and living like a king, you earn the life you deserve. You claim your crown. You become the ruler of your own destiny. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Act like a king, even when broke. Build your mindset. Develop your habits. Command respect. Live like a king before the kingdom arrives. And finally, step boldly into your crown. The world will notice. Opportunities will multiply. And the life you imagined will become your reality. Your crown awaits. Take it. And that, my friends, is the journey. From mindset to habits to presence to action to claiming your crown. Remember this. You don't need wealth to act like a king. You don't need status to carry yourself with dignity. Your kingdom begins within. Start today. Choose discipline over comfort. Choose action over hesitation. Choose to live like a king, even if the world says you can't. Because when you do, when you act with confidence, integrity, and purpose, opportunities will appear. Respect will follow. Your life will transform. Your crown awaits. Step forward. Claim it.